Hey, welcome to this video, guys. Today we're in the basement. We are going to replace that corroded valve, cold water shutoff valve, with a new ball valve. So let's get this started. First thing we gotta do is we gotta go shut that water off coming in the house. So here's the main water shutoff for the house. So you just turn that valve right there. All the way down. And now the water from the street, this is city water, from the street is shut off. So now we just gotta go drain the system. So we just shut off the main water valve, follow that line up, comes over. Here's our valve that we're replacing. We're replacing it with a ball valve. There's a water flow arrow on the bottom of it. Water is going this way. Kitchen sink is open. So now all the water is going to come out here. So I got to open this up and put a 5-gallon pail underneath this and collect all that water. Let me get you on a tripod. So the water's coming from this way, going to the house this way. I already shut the main water off. I got to bleed the water right there. Take a 5-gallon pail. It's probably going to be a lot of water. And take the cap off. See all the corrosion on it? This is just gravity draining all the water from the house. There it goes. So all the water's out. All right, so I drained the water out. The next step is I'm gonna heat this up with a torch without trying to burn any of the wires and the insulation I already pushed off. This valve is gonna go this way, right in the exact same spot. So you gotta pay attention to these valves. It has a water flow arrow right there. So the water's coming in this way, and here's that drain. So let's take this drain cap off. There's a rubber diaphragm or rubber gasket in there you don't want to melt. Put that off to the side. So now let's heat this up with a torch. Gotta wait for all that water to get out of that pipe. Still got all that steaming water in there. Can't get it hot enough. Gotta give it a second. Alright, so what I ended up doing was this pipe was nailed up against down there, so I couldn't pull it apart. So I loosened that, I took the nail out, so now I can take this pipe and I should be able to heat it up again and pull it out. I am definitely not a plumber. 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 So all this water that's stuck in this line is not letting it cool or warm up enough. So I got to try to get more of that water out. Double check that house valve. House valve is off. That house valve's got to not be working. All right, that was a little more difficult than should have been. So as you can see, the house valve is not shutting off all the way. So there's going to be a constant trickle on this. That's why I had to drain it, put it up. So that way it took some time for that pipe to fill up. That's what I think's going on with it. Clean that off, heat that up and clean that off. Put some flux on it. Gonna take the new fitting. Gonna clean that out with the reamer. All right, nice and clean in there. I'm gonna take a little flux, some flux in there. Now we gotta pay attention to the water flow arrow, and you want this drain facing down. So that's good, that's warm. That's gonna go like this, valves open. We gotta push that in. That's all the way in. That's in. Make sure it's vertical. Like that. Keep it open when we solder it though. And of course we're gonna get water. Let's take it apart and try to drain some of that water. don't know where it's coming from. Alright. Let's do that again. Water arrow right there, going this way. That's all the way on. That's all the way on. Looks pretty vertical. I got the cap off, I got the vent open. Put the flux in there. Now we got to heat it up and get some solder in there. Okay. Let's turn the water back on. So I turned the house water back on right there. So I got that just a little bit tighter than hand tight. Water's on this side. Let's open it up. I got the kitchen sink on. All right, now let's close it. See if any water comes out of here or anywhere else near me, near where I was doing that. Oh, let's open it back up. All right, I'm gonna go close the kitchen sink. Nice and dry. So there's a new valve. Here's the old valve. Water's on. The water's onto the house. There's no leaks. It's pressurized. The kitchen sink is closed. I am not a plumber. I am not a plumber. I am not a plumber, as you can tell. But I've done my fair share of emergency repairs. I'm helping a friend out at this house. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm not a plumber, as you guys know. Well, as you just found out, I am definitely not a plumber. But I have a friend. She asked if I could help replace that one valve right there. It was a simple sweat it off, sweat a new one on. So of course I'm going to help her. So it's all done. House is pressurized. There are no leaks, and that valve now can shut off most of the rest of the house, if not the whole house, the kitchen and the bathrooms. So if you ever need to do any plumbing out that end, we're good to go. It's a simple valve. So without having to shut off the house valve all the time. So, all right, appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope this helps you out somehow. Other than that, like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out some of my other videos. There's a whole wide variety of fixing things. So hope you enjoy them. See you next time.